So a lot happening in Karnataka, and of course Siddaramaiah, after the resignation, is in the national capital. Let's get you breaking updates now coming in of the crucial Delhi huddle. We have accessed inside visuals of the meeting between Siddaramaiah as well as Rahul Gandhi. So Siddaramaiah has met Rahul Gandhi. Remember, a few days ago, Siddaramaiah was in the national capital and had a one-to-one meeting with Rahul Gandhi. And it was in this meeting that Rahul Gandhi asked him to step down. Now, after the resignation, Siddaramaiah is in Delhi, and we're looking at the visuals again. It's a repeat of what we saw in Karnataka as well. Niyamika and Imran are joining us. Niyamika, in Karnataka, it was DK Shivkumar hugging Siddaramaiah, and in the national capital as well, similar scenes being witnessed. Rahul Gandhi welcoming Siddaramaiah with a hug.
Well, yes, it seems like it was Rahul Gandhi who was, thanking Mr. Siddaramaiah for accepting what was being demanded by the Congress High Command, as the way in which Mr. Siddaramaiah was being asked to step down from the position of the Chief Minister. It was a very difficult decision on the part of the Congress Party as well, because Siddaramaiah, being such a tall leader, also the face of the OBC politics also for the state of Karnataka, it was very difficult for the Congress Party as well to take this decision for a generational shift in the leadership, and that is the reason why the way in which Rahul Gandhi had a one-to-one discussion with Mrs. Siddaramaiah, in which he had given an assurance that not just a respectable exit will be given to Mr. Siddaramaiah, but as well as whatever he is going to demand for his loyalists, that is also going to be fulfilled by the Congress Party, and that is the only reason why it can clearly be seen in these visuals which we have got officially from the Congress Party. This meeting which had taken place at 10 Janpath, where Rahul Gandhi had discussions with Mr. Siddaramaiah. It was a very cordial meeting which had taken place. However, it is also being informed that it was not just a kind of a formal meeting which had taken place, but also a discussion regarding the upcoming decisions were also being discussed with Mr. Siddaramaiah. It is whether it is about the cabinet expansion or about the KPCC president post. All of these discussions have taken place with Mr. Rahul Gandhi there at 10 Janpath. In fact, a report was also being submitted by Mr. Siddaramaiah about which is having a list of his loyalists whom he is demanding that they should be inducted in the cabinet. So all of these discussions have had already been done with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and currently this meeting is underway here at 10 Rajaji Marg, which is the residence of Congress President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. In fact, not just Siddaramaiah, but Yatendra Siddaramaiah, who is his son, along with Mr. KJ George, are also being present here. Now, what all decisions are going to be taken, that is upon the Congress High Command, as now the ball is in the court of Congress High Command, that how they are going to make a balance in the caste equations when all these discussions, when all these decisions are going to be taking place.
Yes, for a party that has seen many rebellions, and we remember what happened in Punjab, in Rajasthan as well. So Rahul Gandhi as well, very happy to see Siddaramaiah has stepped down, and there's no drama that has unfolded in Karnataka. DK Shivkumar, of course, we're told, is all set to take oath on the 3rd of June. Now, we have details coming in, a reaction from Randeep Surjewala as well. Listen in.
Shri Siddaramaiah ji आज राहुल जी से मिले. It was a very pleasant meeting, and they discussed multiple political issues. Shri Siddaramaiah ji आज राहुल जी से मिले. It was a very pleasant meeting, and they discussed multiple political issues.
So, as the Siddaramaiah era ends in Karnataka, Mallikarjun Kharge has also lauded Siddaramaiah's journey, saying he is committed to social justice, hailing his public life from humble beginnings to becoming the Chief Minister of Karnataka. The Congress president has heaped praises on the legacy of Siddaramaiah. Mallikarjun Kharge, who himself is also from Karnataka, also acknowledged the contributions of Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister and over the last many decades in politics, going on to say that Karnataka is grateful for his service. Let's take this across to my colleague Imran as well, who's on the broadcast with us. And Imran, Siddaramaiah is in the national capital, and Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, these meetings are done. What are the details of what Siddaramaiah is also looking at? Now, the High Command wanted him to step down, and that has happened. And on the face of it, it looks like a very cordial resignation and handover of power to DK Shivkumar. But what are the demands that Siddaramaiah has put forth to the High Command?
ಇವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಳೆ ಹೊಸಬ್ರು.
Imran? All right, we'll try and reconnect that line with Imran in just a moment, because remember, Siddaramaiah, we're told in his meeting, the previous meeting with Rahul Gandhi, had told him that he needs some more time. And Rahul Gandhi asked him to step aside and make way for new people, for a new person at the helm of affairs. Siddaramaiah is said to have asked him for more time, but he did not agree. Rahul Gandhi was of the opinion that the resignation must come in immediately. Now that Siddaramaiah is back, the question is, what are the demands that he has? Does he want a certain representation of his loyalists in the cabinet or not? Let me just quickly also take you through what Mallikarjun Kharge has said. Like we mentioned, he said Siddaramaiah's public life has consistently reflected dignity, compassion and a deep commitment to social justice. From humble beginnings to serving Karnataka twice as Chief Minister, he remains steadfast in his commitment to equality, harmony and welfare of the marginalized. Going on to say Karnataka and the Congress party remain grateful for his contribution to public life, wishing him good health and the very best in his continued service to the people. And this is the picture that he has tweeted as well while congratulating him. He has resigned from the post of the Chief Minister. Meanwhile, we are breaking updates now coming in. The first reaction coming in from DK Shivkumar. This is the first reaction coming in. Listen in. All right, we'll play out that reaction in just a moment. DK Shivkumar, remember, has not spoken yet, even when he was in the national capital as well, when the meeting had ended, before the meeting, even after reaching Bengaluru, he hasn't really spoken to the media personnel yet. For somebody like Siddaramaiah, who often speaks to the media, this is the first reaction. In fact, it's a reaction on social media, and here is what he has gone on to say. He says, God does not give boons or curses, he only gives opportunities. What truly matters is what we make of these opportunities. Shri Siddaramaiah avaru's life is one of the finest reflections of this thought. From a humble village in Mysuru to leading Karnataka as the Chief Minister, his journey stands as a testament to resilience, perseverance and an unwavering commitment to social justice. As he steps down from the office of the Chief Minister, I express my heartfelt gratitude and deep respect for his years of service and leadership to the people of Karnataka. The impact of several public welfare schemes and the many developmental initiatives undertaken during his tenure will remain significant chapters in Karnataka's growth story. Imran is back with us, and Imran, at the face of it, it looks like all is well within the Congress party. There is no bitterness, something that we have seen multiple times in the other states where the Congress party has faced some rebellion. Here, on the face of it, it looks like Siddaramaiah stepped out immediately after he was told by Rahul Gandhi. He is now in the national capital, rich tributes coming in as well from every leader, from Mallikarjun Kharge to even DK Shivkumar himself. But what is Siddaramaiah getting in return or seeking in return from the High Command? Higher representation of his loyalists in the cabinet or a bigger role for his son? Do we have details of what Siddaramaiah is looking at from the High Command in this meeting?
Well, yes, but we're getting a breaking information that close to around 7 loyalists will be retained by Siddaramaiah in the cabinet, is what we're getting to know. That more than the 7 loyalists of Siddaramaiah will make it to the cabinet, is what the sources are informing us. That that in the meeting which happened, which also with Rahul Gandhi, and after that happening now in President Mallikarjun Kharge, that seven loyalists of Siddaramaiah will make it to the cabinet in the first round. We have to wait and see. What we're getting to know is the MB Patil, KJ George, Ramlinga Reddy, Krishna Bairegowda, Parmeshwara, also Priyank Kharge will be there first in the cabinet expansion which happens. What we're getting to know that they will make it to the cabinet. So the High Command has given him some leeway, and we have to wait and see when the final list finally comes out. But this is what the sources are informing us, that the 7 the loyalists of who were part of with Siddaramaiah in the last cabinet will retain their both portfolios or not. We're not sure, but it is saying they will get the ministry, is what sources are informing us.
Okay, all right. So let's show our viewers what DK Shivkumar has said as well. These are tributes coming in from DK Shivkumar. We read out a part of the tweet as well. He has spoken about the welfare schemes, many developmental initiatives that have been undertaken. And in fact, he also goes on to speak about himself. He says, ever since I was entrusted with the responsibility of serving as KPCC president in 2020, Siddaramaiah Avaru has stood firmly beside me like a pillar of strength. Together, we have worked shoulder to shoulder in strengthening the party. So this is what DK Shivkumar has gone on to say. Now, remember, DK Shivkumar as well, even as he had been wanting the top post, has always maintained a very dignified silence on this. He had, of course, over the last 3 years also mentioned that he has a certain deal with the High Command. And there had been a lot of speculations. His supporters had been saying he would be the chief minister, but he himself had not gone on to say the same. Now it is all but clear. DK Shivkumar is going to be the chief minister, and he is going to be taking oath on the 3rd of June. Sources are saying the 3rd of June is when he will be taking oath as the chief minister of Karnataka, the next chief minister of Karnataka. So who will be in the cabinet? Now discussions are taking place on the same. Now, after his resignation, he also told the media that the High Command had offered him a Rajya Sabha seat. This is Siddaramaiah, and Siddaramaiah said that he declined it. Listen in to what he said.
ಈಗ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ವಿನಮ್ರವಾಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಾನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ್ಯ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ.
All right, we're breaking updates now coming in. The CLP meeting is likely tomorrow. So let's get you details from the Congress camp. Of course, the swearing-in ceremony is going to be decided. DK Shivkumar, we are told, is consulting an astrologer for the auspicious time. So the final decision on the oath-taking will be taken tomorrow. The swearing-in ceremony date is going to be fixed after this meeting, of course. Let's go across to Imran with more details. So, Imran, DK Shivkumar consulting with an astrologer for the perfect time for the oath-taking. What are you picking up from the sources? When could the oath-taking ceremony be?
Well, absolutely. The two dates have been given. One is the 1st or either on 3rd. So there are two dates which are given for the DK Shivkumar. And because there's a sudden activity of going to Delhi by the Chief Minister's plan, they could have any meetings further on that with the astrologer. But what we're getting to know is sources that the DK Shivkumar will take the call tomorrow after the CLP meeting and look at the auspicious time of the thing. Two of the dates have been given is 1st and 2nd. 3rd, we had broken earlier that, in times now, the 3rd could likely be the most promising date. But due to the urgency of the time, there's also going to be rushed into what we have said and see that 1st and 3rd is what two dates have been given for the auspicious time. But it could be, the astrologer, what we know isn't being worked out. So we'll get clear exact date by tomorrow evening is what the astrologer, what is apparently conveyed to the DK's team. So they are waiting for CLP meeting to happen. Then look at the auspicious time. They worked it on time, and most probably happen on the 1st or the 3rd of this month. Sorry, beg your pardon, next month.
Imran, stay with us. So let's tell our viewers what we know so far. An official confirmation on the same, of course, awaited. But we told you first about Siddaramaiah stepping down. Let's also get you the details that we have at the moment. The swearing-in ceremony date is likely to be fixed very shortly, and that will be done after the meeting. And DK Shivkumar is consulting astrologers for an auspicious time. Either the 1st of June or the 3rd of June is when the final decision will be taken. And tomorrow in the CLP meeting, that decision is going to be finalized. So tomorrow, by this time, we would know when DK Shivkumar is going to be taking oath as the Chief Minister. So as of now, there are, of course, discussions still ongoing on what the cabinet is going to look like. As we told you the details already, DK Shivkumar and the decision on his swearing-in ceremony will be taken only in the meeting tomorrow. So let's also tell you what the cabinet of DK Shivkumar could look like. As of now, discussions are taking place already, and Siddaramaiah is in the national capital as well. And in this meeting in Delhi, he will also be ensuring that he gets his way. Let's get you more breaking updates now coming in as Siddaramaiah is in the national capital, as he is in Delhi. More breaking updates now coming in. The stage is set for a reset. A day after resigning as the Karnataka Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah has met Rahul Gandhi in Delhi. And Rahul Gandhi and Siddaramaiah are also holding a key huddle. Siddaramaiah calling on Rahul Gandhi in his visit to Delhi. So a lot of discussions taking place. We will shortly also get you the details of what this meeting has been about. In the previous meeting as well, when Siddaramaiah was in Delhi, he held a 35-minute meeting with Rahul Gandhi, and it was in this meeting that Rahul Gandhi asked him to step down as the Chief Minister. Now let's tell you Siddaramaiah's message as well. He has taken to social media and he has also put out the pictures of his meeting with Rahul Gandhi, again very similar to what we saw in Karnataka, where DK Shivkumar was seen hugging Siddaramaiah. This is, of course, the end of an era. Siddaramaiah has been a very successful chief minister for the Congress party. So here as well, we see Rahul Gandhi as well hugging Siddaramaiah, and Siddaramaiah putting up a post. Had a cordial meeting with the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Shri Rahul Gandhi, at his 10 Janpath residence in New Delhi today. So Siddaramaiah in the national capital. Let me take this across to my colleague Niyamika on the broadcast with us. And Niyamika, Siddaramaiah has met Rahul Gandhi. In the previous meeting, of course, we know it was Rahul Gandhi who asked him to step down. Take us through the details of this meeting. As Imran has also been pointing out, Siddaramaiah has made it clear that he is not going to take up a Rajya Sabha role or a role at the national level. What are these discussions with Rahul Gandhi about? Is it for his loyalists? Is it about his next role in the Congress party? What are the details?
Well, yes, it was being made very clear on the part of Mr. Siddaramaiah that he is not really interested in, being a part of the politics at center, and that is the only reason why he has declined the offer which was been given by the party high command for the Rajya Sabha seat. But the only condition which he had put forward is for his own loyalist, as well as a key position for his son as well. In today's meeting, when Mr. Siddaramaiah had arrived there at 10 Janpath, it was Jatendra Siddaramaiah who was sitting at the back seat of his car, and he was also being there at 10 Janpath. As in fact, the way in which a list was also being prepared by Mr. Siddaramaiah, our sources are also informing that that particular list was also being discussed with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in which he had given the names of his loyalists whom he actually wanted to be inducted in the cabinet. That discussion is also going to take place here at 10 Rajaji Marg, where currently this meeting is underway. However, now the movement is, it can be seen here, as it might be possible that shortly Mr. Siddaramaiah is going to leave from 10 Rajaji Marg, where he is having deliberations with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, as this is going to be about the cabinet expansion, because tomorrow is expected the CLP meeting is going to take place, and after that, when the oath ceremony is going to happen, when DK Shivkumar is going to take oath as the Chief Minister of Karnataka, then it might be possible that 10 new ministers are also going to take oath along with him. So all these decisions are going to be taken by the Congress High Command, and that is the only reason why they are also seeking suggestions from Siddaramaiah, as well as Mr. DK Shivkumar is also expected to give his own suggestions, his own list of loyalists to the party High Command.
Okay, all right. So the stage is set for a reset in Karnataka. There's a huddle in the national capital, and the CLP meeting is likely tomorrow. We're getting more details of what's happening within the Congress party. Of course, the Congress party calling the MLAs for the CLP meeting. So all the Congress Karnataka MLAs have been asked to move to Bengaluru for this CLP meeting that is scheduled for tomorrow. So on Saturday, as the meeting takes place, the leaders will decide on who will be the CLP leader. This is very crucial because as of now, of course, it is all but a formality for DK Shivkumar to take oath as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. But tomorrow, that formality is all set to be done, after which the oath-taking ceremony will also be decided. The date for the oath-taking ceremony will also be decided. But who else will be taking oath along with DK Shivkumar? That's the question, because that will also be the indication of what the cabinet or the government of DK Shivkumar is going to be like. As of now, we're still awaiting information on whether there will be any deputy chief ministers in the state. If yes, who could be the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka? Will there be more than one DCM in the state? These questions still continue. Neha is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Neha, there are these questions that still continue. There have been a lot of speculations. Tomorrow, of course, as the CLP meeting takes place, there will be a lot more clarity on what the government of DK Shivakumar is going to look like, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, Pratibha. Until such time that a solid word comes in from a senior leader or from the Congress High Command, it is all going to be speculations of different combinations right now, whether it is for the post of Deputy Chief Ministers or whether it's for the post of the Cabinet reshuffle. Now, if we're to largely talk about those who are likely to be retained and those who are likely to be dropped, again, of course, Pratibha, it would be speculation. But very obviously, what we do know is even if there was no leadership change and even if Siddaramaiah had continued, at least about 10 to 15 ministers were, in fact, on their way out to be able to accommodate newer faces. Now, of course, even as we're talking about this, it's imperative to mention that one person, of course, who's emerged as the front runner for the KPCC party president post has been Satish Jarkiholi. As we are here, in fact, at his quarters right now, what was formerly, of course, his government quarters here, you'll be able to see there's quite a bit of activity here. In fact, supporters and others who've come to actually greet him with bouquets, with flowers, with sweets, understandably so, of course, while it's still unclear at this point whether the party high command has decided that he would be the next party president. One thing that's quite clear is that he's not someone whom the party is going to ignore. They are, in fact, going to, of course, escalate him and give him a strong position here. Possibly what we're also picking up is that he has reportedly put forth some demands as well to be made party president and hold a ministry as well, given that DK Shivakumar too did have the same positioning. Of course, as far as all of this is concerned, Pratibha, it is going to be a big discussion here on the front of the caste-based lines and also on how many loyalists of Siddaramaiah would we really see featuring in DK Shivakumar's cabinet.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us. The fact is that the Congress party wanted a national role for Siddaramaiah, but he himself was not keen on it. He, in fact, also made it clear in his press briefing. He said that the High Command also offered him a Rajya Sabha role, but he did not want to take it up. But the question is that going to turn out into a headache for DK Shivakumar? That's the biggest question. So let's talk about what could happen. Siddaramaiah has, of course, gone on to refuse the Rajya Sabha offer. And he said that he wants to continue in the state, that he does not want a national role. But does this mean that he could engineer a rift within the party? Because you remember the emotional scenes that were witnessed. There were many MLAs who have very staunchly backed Siddaramaiah. So is there a threat of rebellion yet again for DK Shivakumar? That's the question. And will he be pushing for some of the plump posts for his own loyalists? That's one of the biggest questions. If DK Shivakumar gets his way, yes, he's going to be the chief minister. It's all but certain. But what about the cabinet? Will the loyalists of Siddaramaiah take the lion's share as far as the cabinet is concerned? That is one concern that DK Shivakumar will have. Apart from that, of course, he will want to ensure something for his son Yatindra getting a cabinet berth perhaps. That is one of the issues that DK Shivakumar is aware of and Siddaramaiah is likely to also raise with the High Command. But could all of this trigger some trouble for DK Shivakumar? That's the biggest question, because loyalists of Siddaramaiah did not want him to step down. You remember even after the meeting with the High Command, there were many MLAs who came out to say that there's no question of Siddaramaiah resigning. So they are not very happy with the decision. For now, all seems well within the Congress, but could there soon be any rebellion? That's the question. Let's get you more updates now coming in. As the meetings are going on in Delhi, Siddaramaiah is likely to meet KC Venugopal next. He has already met Rahul Gandhi as well as Mallikarjun Kharge, and he is also scheduled to meet KC Venugopal next. So Siddaramaiah, in his courtesy meetings, of course, meeting the top leaders of the Congress party, he has already met Rahul Gandhi, he has already met Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, and next he is also going to be meeting KC Venugopal shortly. So this is after his meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge. All right, with that, it's time for us to slip into a very short break here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.